Retired Sergeant Major Samuel Sam Harding was a man of quiet routines and deep convictions. His small, meticulously maintained bungalow in the Pleasant Valley Estates, a seemingly idyllic suburban community, was his sanctuary. Every morning, after his first cup of coffee, Sam would stand on his porch and watch the American flag gently sway in the breeze. It was more than just a piece of cloth. It was a symbol of his years of service, his patriotism, and the freedoms he had fought to defend. He'd flown it proudly since moving in, a silent testament to his life's dedication. Then came the letter from the Pleasant Valley Estates Homeowners Association, HOA. A crisp white envelope containing a notice of violation. Unauthorized display of external banner. The flag, they declared, violated community guidelines regarding uniformity and aesthetics. Sam was stunned. Take down his flag? It was an affront, a direct challenge to the very principles he held dear. This wasn't about aesthetics. It felt deeply personal. The seed of a fierce battle had been sown in the manicured lawn of Pleasant Valley Estates. Sam, a man who had faced far graver threats, was not easily intimidated by bureaucratic jargon. He responded to the HOA with a firm but respectful letter, citing his right to display the flag under the Freedom to Display the American Flag Act of 2005. He included copies of his military service records, hoping to underscore the flag's significance to him. The HOA's response, penned by the stern-faced president, Mrs. Eleanor Ainsworth, was unyielding. The act, she stated, had specific limitations, and their community guidelines, designed to maintain harmony and property values, took precedence. They demanded immediate removal of the flag, threatening fines and legal action. Sam felt a surge of anger, not just at the HOA's audacity, but at their blatant disregard for his rights and his service. He knew he couldn't back down. This was no longer just about a flag. It was about standing up against overreach and defending the freedoms he had sworn to protect. Word of the HOA's demand spread quickly through Pleasant Valley Estates. Initially, there was a murmur of polite agreement with the HOA's emphasis on community standards. However, as neighbors learned more about Sam's military service and the HOA's unwavering stance, a shift began to occur. Many felt a deep unease. Was a perfectly displayed American flag truly a threat to property values? Veterans in the community, in particular, rallied around Sam, sharing stories of their own service and expressing outrage at the HOA's action. Soon, lawn signs reading "Support Sam's Flag" began to appear, a silent rebellion against the HOA's decree. Sam, initially feeling isolated, found himself at the center of a growing wave of community support, strengthening his resolve to fight. Sam, with the help of a pro bono legal aid organization specializing in veterans' rights, began to delve deeper into the HOA's history and motivations. Their investigation unearthed a pattern of discriminatory enforcement of rules, often targeting minority homeowners and those who didn't conform to Mrs. Ainsworth's rigid vision of Pleasant Valley Estates. They discovered emails and meeting minutes that hinted at a personal animosity towards displays of patriotism that Mrs. Ainsworth and a few influential board members considered excessive or unsophisticated. The claim of maintaining uniformity seemed increasingly like a smokescreen for a more insidious agenda. The evidence painted a disturbing picture of an HOA wielding its power not for the good of the community, but to enforce a narrow, prejudiced worldview. The case of Harding v. Pleasant Valley Estates HOA became a flashpoint, attracting local and even national media attention. Sam, though reluctant to be in the spotlight, became an unlikely symbol of individual rights against overbearing authority. His lawyer, a sharp and determined advocate named Ms. Eva Morales, presented a compelling case, highlighting the protections afforded by federal law and exposing the HOA's discriminatory practices. Mrs. Ainsworth, representing the HOA, remained steadfast in her defense of community guidelines, portraying Sam as a stubborn individual unwilling to abide by reasonable rules. The courtroom became a battleground, not just for legal precedent, but for the soul of Pleasant Valley Estates, with residents filling the gallery, their loyalties sharply divided. The judge's ruling sent shockwaves through Pleasant Valley Estates and HOAs across the nation. Finding the Pleasant Valley Estates HOA in clear violation of federal law and demonstrating a pattern of discriminatory enforcement, the court delivered a stunning verdict. A $750,000 judgment awarded to Sam Harding. The amount was intended not only to compensate Sam for the emotional distress and legal fees, but also to serve as a significant deterrent against future abuses of power by HOAs. The ruling emphasized the importance of respecting fundamental rights, even within private communities. In Pleasant Valley Estates, the immediate aftermath was one of stunned silence, followed by a surge of resignations from the HOA board, including Mrs. Ainsworth. The Support Sam's flag signs became permanent fixtures in many front yards, symbols of a community awakened to the importance of individual liberty. With a new, more representative HOA board in place, Pleasant Valley Estates began a process of healing and reform. The community guidelines were rewritten to explicitly protect the right to display the American flag and other expressions of personal patriotism. Sam Harding, though he never sought to be a hero, became a respected figure in the community, his quiet dignity and unwavering principles having sparked a profound change. The $750,000 judgment, while a significant financial blow to the old guard, paved the way for improvements to community amenities and a renewed focus on inclusivity and respect for all residents. The American flag continued to fly proudly from Sam's porch, a vibrant emblem not just of national pride, but of a hard-won victory for individual rights and a testament to the enduring spirit of freedom in Pleasant Valley Estates. The unfurling fury had led to a new dawn.